Perfect. Hello, everyone. Good evening or good afternoon. Alex here, as always, host of Phoenix Holdings. And I'm going to introduce you guys to BlackSheep tonight. More convenient would be for them to introduce themselves. We already have them on video. So there you go. You guys have the floor. Take your order and introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Agent 666. I am a part of Black Sheep. So are my colleagues Shaitan, Agent 47, and a few other people that aren't here at the moment. Let me introduce myself maybe a little bit more in detail. I will be called the marketing guy of the team. Together with all of us, actually, we all have quite some experience in this game. You might know us from previous tokens, but we're doing this one anonymous, hence that you cannot see who we are. So I'll give the floor to Shaitan or Agent, up to you guys.
Nice to meet you guys. I'm Shaitan. I currently work in 666 as one of the main dev. I'm in charge of all the technical part. Be a BlackSheep guy.
Hi, I'm Agent 47. So, in BlackSheep, I look after marketing and also the main chat.
Awesome, awesome. Interesting thing that you guys admitted the fact that we may know you from other projects, but yet on this one you decided to remain anonymous. Um, to respect your privacy, I will not actually go into why did you do that. It's your decision, and we definitely respect it here in the Phoenix community. And I'll go ahead and ask you guys the first question. This is more of a, let's say, standard routine question. I'm not actually trying to figure out who you guys are. Um, what was your first crypto experience? Are we gonna hear one of the success stories where you guys mined Bitcoin at a couple of dollars and sold it at 70K, or not really? Hopefully, the answer is yes.
I bought Ethereum at $2 and I keep holding it.
He bought Bitcoin at $2. Sad story. We've been in this game for quite a while, and I would actually do like to answer your question that you said you wouldn't ask, and that is why we decided to remain anonymous for this project. Well, the reason is because in Black Sheep, this is going to be a community token. We do not want to be seen as leaders. We do not want to be seen as the face of the project, because everyone will become a leader. Everyone will lead this project. That's the reason why we're just starting this, getting everyone going, and as we move forward, we will see more people joining us and more people taking the lead. And that's why we're looking for more leaders, we're looking for more people. So if you want to join our community, feel free to join. You can be a follower, but we do prefer leaders, so that's the reason why. And my first experience in crypto, well, honestly, it was back in 2015 when I bought my first few tokens on a wallet that doesn't even exist anymore. And sadly, I lost my access to that wallet. If I would do the math, it would be quite a hefty sum of money. Sadly, it is gone. And afterwards, we've all just been active in the space, mostly the BSC, but we've been on all chains, and we've met each other through multiple projects, and we decided to make this project because of the way we live and our experiences, but we will give more details into that later on.
Definitely. Thank you for that. It totally makes sense. And as I've said, it's not even important. You guys may say you're, I don't know, from whatever Shiba project or whatever Floki in a project. For me, and I think I speak for the community, it doesn't even matter. As long as you guys are here to succeed with this project, um, personally, I don't even care what history you have. I'm confident in what you're going to present today, and we'll take this for granted. So definitely, we're going to respect that, and thank you for your introduction. Now, we definitely understood and it only makes sense. You guys have quite the experience into the crypto space, trading, investing, researching projects, developing projects, because this is not your first. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys have worked before in this formula, or did I understand this incorrectly?
That is absolutely wrong. We never worked together in this setup, in this team. However, we have worked together, but not in this complete team separately. Most of us has worked together in pairs, maybe as a marketing consultant, may it has been as a developer or other sort of things, but this is the first time we get this power engine behind the token.
Oh, interesting. Thank you for that. So basically, this is your first project in this exact formula. You three guys and the others working perfect. Okay, definitely. Thank you for clearing that out for me. Since I can only assume that everybody here present, including myself, is kind of curious. Um, First of all, the uniqueness of the name Black Sheep and the logo itself. I've never seen something similar on the space, and that's always an interesting thing because typically we tend to see more or less the same things over the space. So give us an introduction. What does Black Sheep stand for, and how did you guys come up with the idea of it?
Agent 47, Shaitan. Anyone want to take this one, or should I do it? Okay, cool. I guess it's for me. So, Black Sheep is basically a movement. It isn't as much as a token. Do you know what a black sheep is? Or if I ask you what a black sheep is, what do you think the definition would be, Alex?
I'll be honest with you. The reference in my mind, typically when you got 10 good guys and one bad guy, if the bad guy does something wrong, that's called the black sheep. But maybe this is just in my culture, so don't take this the wrong way. This is just the reference that comes to mind.
No, you are right. You
You're
are
right.
Shaitan.
Well, for example, in this crypto side, out of 10 people, you have only one guy who is in crypto. And in your day life, every time people are saying, oh, this is a bubble, this will that, this will happen, you will lose. No, but you're still fighting for your ideas, you get it? So when you are different from the other people, when you try to build your own path, when you try to make it when people are thinking that you will fake it, you are a black sheep. You turn
And that's
haters into fun. That's a black sheep. People hate you and they become your followers. They're fun for you.
And that is how we met as a team. We all have our experience in being black sheep in society. Like all of you guys, when you do something while the whole world is telling you not to do something, you're being a black sheep, swimming against the current. You're in crypto at this moment. I can tell you, everyone has heard people around them saying, why are you doing crypto? It's dangerous. Don't do it. It's been like that our whole lives with every decision we made. We don't want to work for a boss. We want to be our own boss. Now we don't want to walk left. We want to walk right. And we've all had our stories. We share our stories and we acknowledge the fact that we are black sheep. And that's why we decided to create this token, come together in this team and do it anonymously because we're not the only black sheep around here. I see 58 black sheep in this room right now.
Definitely. First of all, I'm happy that I kind of got the concept and the reference. I totally agree with you when stating that in our way, each and every one of us here are kind of a black sheep. It kind of makes sense, and I hope everybody understands that being a black sheep doesn't actually mean, as I put it, you did something bad. That just in my culture, but typically, and you guys probably can correct me if I'm wrong, being a black sheep means that you're different. As you guys said, everybody's walking right, you guys want to walk left, you're gonna be the black sheep. Everybody everybody does one thing, you guys are gonna do the other, then definitely you guys are the black sheep. In each and every one of us is culture. At some point, we were or we're gonna be the black sheep, and it's not. Definitely not a bad reference. It's quite a unique because that's basically what it means to stand out. And I can only assume that this is what you guys are looking for to actually make the let's say the market um, somehow not bend to your concept, but to kind of be amazed by the concept of black sheep. Am I right by saying that?
You are absolutely right. And the thing is, they don't have to be amazed because black sheeps, we don't know much of pride, we don't know much of jealousy, we don't know much of greed. A black sheep is someone just living his own path, going his own way, and actually making it at the end. So the message we want to get out there is that we're all equal, and this will be very clear when you see the formula we used for the pre-sale, for the marketing after launch, and the marketing pre-launch. All these things, no greed, no selfishness, nothing. It's all formulated in the way we're going to plan everything out in this token. This is a token for everyone where equality is number one.
Definitely, my man, and thanks for pointing that out. I cannot stress this enough. Within the space, we should all treat each other as equals. So finally, a project that comes and states that and is built around equality is probably something that we kind of need in the market. These are core values of a human being, first of all. So to embody it and to emphasize it in a project and encompass it, it's even better. I'm actually looking at your white paper right now, but again, I don't want people to actually be bored if I read from it. I'll encourage you guys to do the research on your own, and I'll actually post it right now. But let me discuss with these wonderful people and ask them. On the probably fourth slide, I think that is. Um, it, I think you guys are kind of emphasizing some of the features that you guys thought and let's say implemented within the concept of your token. Can we discuss more about what those stand for exactly? And I'm talking about transparency and community, trust and longevity. Um, Probably those are the guidelines that you guys are, let's say, following day by day into the development of the project.
Yeah, it's easy to understand because for the transparency and the community, the whole thing will be locked forever. You know, and actually, since the founder are anonymous, it's not mean that we are not there. We are all KYC and with diesel finance, and the contract is audited. So the main idea behind the fact that we are anonymous is that we want that to be a community project. I'm not the leader. We are all leader. I'm not the owner. We are all owner. This is why we have this special preset that can be shared with as many people as possible. For the longevity, we will have, don't expect, I don't like to say that, but we already have something great after launch. And some utility, without saying that, don't expect something from us, but you will have it. We will deliver. And for the trust, it's all about the fact that the LP will not be locked for 1 month or 1 year, as we can see every time in those projects. Because it's forever. This project can go as far as we all want it. We just have to be all leaders and touch it all together. I don't know if I answered your question for this one.
Interesting point of view. Now, where you actually made an interesting statement that you said we're all you guys are not the sole owners. We're all owners. You guys are not the sole leaders. We are all leaders there. Um, this, I mean, and I think I speak for the community again. At least on my understanding, this means that you guys are gonna uh, try and maybe succeed in governing this with your community um, in a form of a DAO. Is that pretty much where you're going with this?
There will be a renouncing of the contract later on the project once we set the basic foundations and then we have a solid floor on which we can build towards the future. There will be different tools most likely, but without saying too much details about what we are going to give for the future, because the concept of a black sheep is someone of whom society expects to become nothing, a loser, someone that's probably not going to make it. And that is Black Sheep. We will just launch and you guys will not know what's going to happen. But when you expect the least, that's when a Black Sheep actually goes and surprises you. And that is our game plan.
You guys are making me curious. I'm gonna try and find out as much as possible, but again, with all the respect, and I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I will appreciate if you guys cannot answer some questions. I'm not gonna push on them because some things maybe cannot be disclosed. Maybe you guys have NDAs, partnerships, so on and so forth. So I'll push as hard as possible to find out most of the details. But if you guys cannot answer, don't stress it. It's definitely understandable. Now,
You
before
have
we jump
plenty
into
of hint in the website. You just have to go and look for it. Plenty of hint.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you guys would say that because you guys are already familiar with the concept, but maybe we wouldn't actually. I don't know. It's easier for you guys to kind of say that we have a lot of hints, but even if we were to guess, one or two things, I don't think you guys would actually confirm it. Just to keep it as a surprise. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Awesome, my man. So tell me this before we go into the tokenomics and how you guys plan the roadmap and the NFT part, the play to earn. At its concept, I'm a potential investor in your project. So what am I investing in itself as a let's say, what are the standard or unstandard features that you guys are gonna offer to your community?
The only thing I can say is you're investing in a safe product. Even though we're anonymous, Agent 47, no, Shaitan said it earlier, we're KYC'd, we're audited. The owners of this channel actually know me. We are doxed, so to speak, to this channel as well. So you know that you will be investing in something safe. In terms of, as an investor, what am I gonna get? Well, you're gonna get a community of equality. Our pre-sale will be a max buy of 0.066 BNB. That's a $20 max buy. And we're gonna have 1,000 people buying that amount because the hard cap of the pre-sale will be 66.6 BNB. This, together with a very small private sale of 6.66 BNB, will bring us at a starting market cap of around 50 to 70k, which is very low considering the current market. It's actually the perfect formula for success. Now, if you think that if you invest a BNB in pre-sale or two or even more, then you will most likely greed. We do not know greed in BlackSheep. We do not know when to sell a token because we're not here to only make profit. We're here to send out a message. People won't sell when their $20 becomes 40, 60, 80, 100. No, we're here to stay until your $20 becomes 200, 2000, 20k, 200k. And by being a part of this big foundation, this big floor of people, 1,000 people, you will be part of something big. And as you see all our bags are growing, we will get and motivate the people to start becoming leaders and actually make the moves themselves. Why wait for someone else to decide your future? Why wait for a boss to tell you what to do when you can just stand up and decide what you want to do yourself? And this is what we will bring in terms of a culture for this token. And this is what you will get as an investor rather than just being a part of something, rather than just being on a ride, you will be a part of something. And I think that is special.
It truly is, and I'll be honest with you. And I'll, maybe 2 years and a half as experience in crypto. Typically, I tend to see projects, and I think everybody here that focus on the technical part, on the what's the project gonna do in terms of adoption and um, how it was developed, the algorithm, and so on and so forth. But you guys are thinking, and this is the abstract, maybe abstract part, in the crypto space. You guys are thinking about moral values. Let's say, to be your own master. If if that doesn't sound too weird for anybody, to be rational, to know the decisions that you guys are going to make and to be accountable for them, which at its core foundation, I think this is what crypto stands for. um, Surely, I mean, at some point, unfortunately, everybody has been rugged. Some of us accepted it. It was my decision to invest in X project. It rugged. It is what it is. I'm going to move on. But there were some people who said I should have not trusted X or Y. Even so, man, if I tell you Agent 666 invest in Yellow Sheep because I know them, and at the end they rug, who are you gonna blame? Me because I told you to do so, or you because you were you know where I'm going with this. So this is the moral values that you guys are taking and adopting. um it's a first. I mean, I hope the community appreciates this because I'm surprised that you guys are developing like this.
It's actually very
So,
simple. You either get financially independent with us, or you rug yourself. We're never going to rug, because we are everyone and everyone is we. This is a full community-based and pushed project. So the only way we can rug is if all 1,000 people of you decide to rug and sell your tokens, which is never going to happen, because there will be enough to keep you guys amused, engaged, and interested in the project, and its uncertain and very curious future.
That's cool. That's actually, as I've said, it's a first that I'm seeing for a team to come and present the project, but focus more on the core and moral values. If I mean, if this doesn't appeal to the space, um, maybe we're not actually meant to evolve as humans in the first place. We should think about that for a second, or most of us should. um Going to your, because I mean, people in the end, we're adopting some moral values and we should encompass them and expand them over the space. Going into the, we spoke about it. You guys decided that you're going to have a max buy of 0.66. Is that correct? 0.06, sorry.
Yes, in the pre-sale part. Agent 47, you can take over maybe with the details about the pre-sale and private sale.
yes. So, in the private sale, we had a 666 BNB with some of the dancers in the BSC space fleet all know. And with that, we kept a whitelist pre-sale with 66.6 BNB with max contribution of 0.0666 BNB. That's $20. Now how are we gonna do this pre-wait on multiple lets? Um, we're almost actually with finalization of it.
Yeah, exactly. Why do we decide to take such a low number? And we said it in the beginning, equality. Everyone gets a chance. And instead of getting some people from rich to richer, everyone can get in. If you're from a rich country or if you're from a poor country, if you can manage to hustle $20, you can get in and you can make it with us. And you will not be so tempted to sell because you will see the crazy things that are to come. And that's why we decided to keep it so low. And also, we have experience in raising private sales and pre-sales of over 2k BNB, 5k BNB. It has all been done before. But this token isn't about raising much money before launch. No, it's about getting those access and seeing it go up for the people, for the community, for the black sheeps here. And that's why we decided low max buy, low hard cap, low starting market cap, and high profits. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
And 0% buy tax, and we have sell tax. So and open for everyone to buy.
This is important. Agent 47, I think sometimes you're getting cut out. I think it's the connection. So I'm just going to repeat what you said. The buy tax is 0%, so everyone can get in, no issue. You're not being punished to buy by paying taxes. However, if you want to sell and if you want to fight the principal, then you will have to pay 12% tax, of which 6% will go back to the liquidity and 6% to the marketing wallet. Now, there is no selling limit or whatsoever. This token is all about equality. This token is about not holding any money hostage, about making life difficult for people, apart from some anti-bot measures that we had to take for the people's protection in the beginning. Because imagining launching with such a low market cap and the hype we're actually getting, we're gonna be very looked at by people with bad intentions, for example, snipers. And again, in my opinion, snipers are also black sheep, so if there's any snipers out there, we do respect you and you're more than welcome in our community. Just respect it that we want to give everyone an equal chance, and you will be punished if you actually try to snipe. More details about that will follow on the day of the launch and pre-sale itself.
This keeps getting cooler and cooler. To actually hear a community, but because I mean, let's set this straight. Most of the projects cannot stop snipers. Sure, you're gonna try, but in the end, they're still gonna snipe one way or another. So we need to face facts. You guys actually embracing the fact that this is a real thing, and putting it out there. I think you're kind of encompassing one of your features, which is transparency to the community. So already something that we're seeing in the white paper presented to us. It's there. We don't need to kind of try and avoid that in theory. Snipers, you're welcomed, man. This keeps getting cooler and cooler. Of course, one thing that I wanted to ask, but I think you mentioned this. I'm still gonna double check it. Did you say that there's no max buy or no max sell within the? I mean, aside for the pre-sale, of course. Once it's launched, there's no max buy, no max sell.
No, that is not the case. There will be no selling limits. That's the long-term plan, but there will be some measures to protect everyone that was in the pre-sale and the private sale. The only thing we're going to do is, until we reach a certain market cap, make it difficult to impossible for someone to get 5 or 6% of the supply. Because equality doesn't mean having 6% of the supply. So we will do some measures to keep it so that everyone has an honest bag, an honest share in this project, an honest share in the future of this. But that there will be no monopoly, that there will be no major whales taking everything in. We do accept and we do invite every whales to come in the project, and they will get their fair share to get in, but it will be limited, however, until we reach a certain market cap, and this is for the safety of the project. We've done many projects before, and we are certain that this is the best way to do it.
Well, to be fairly honest, Agent 666, I trust your judgment. I'm a potential investor, and I wouldn't actually. Oh, I mean, definitely, we're speaking about equality, and again, we're taking some moral values and applying them into the crypto space. But I definitely trust your judgment. If you guys came this far and you made projects, as we mentioned, for the people that joined later, this is not your first project. It's the first one in this formula, but you have pretty much, combined. You have sufficient experience to know how to handle this. So personally, I trust your judgment. We're gonna see how this goes for sure. But so far, you guys you guys are dazzling me, to be honest. We're talking about some concepts that I never thought we would apply within a project. Going to your roadmap, and then we're probably gonna, yeah, I think from the roadmap we're gonna go into your future plans. What I hope is the near future. At the moment, probably, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys are in the development stage. Um, I think everybody can see that on your screen right now, so I'm not gonna write it. I'm not gonna read it. Everything that we see there has been done, aside probably for the fair launch. Has the audit been done already, or that's pending as well?
The audit has been done, the white paper has been written, so is the website, it's ready. The private sale has been filled. The pre-sale marketing is being done. The audit has been done by Desert Finance. We also KYC'd with them. Now, Shaitan, can you tell me, do we already have the link? Did they publish the audit?
For the audit, they're waiting for the LP. But we have the audit. You just need the LP and lock it LP to add it in the audit and publish it. That's it.
But will we be able... Okay. Now, we will find a solution, however, to get you guys the audit before we launch and before we do the pre-sale, because this is an important aspect. We are remaining anonymous, but we're also fans of transparency, so you will see this audit live and shared by Desert Finance before we actually do the the private pre-sale and the launch, of course.
Awesome, perfect. So I'm gonna restate this. You guys are in the fair launch phase right now on Pink Sale. Now, just to make it clear, is this a fair launch or is this gonna be a pre-sale on Pink Sale itself?
It's gonna be a whitelist pre-sale on Pink Sale. So you will need to be whitelisted to actually buy a 0.066 bag. We will, however, be nice because there's a lot of black sheeps in Phoenix group. We know you guys, so we will give you guys the opportunity to get some whitelist spots. We negotiated this together with the owners of this channel, and we do respect you, so I hope some of you guys here on the voice chat actually get the chance to get one of these whitelist spots. But like I said before, we've raised pre-sales of 2,000 BNB, 5,000 BNB. We made tokens go from 100k market cap to 60, 70 million market cap, and it wasn't that much of a difficulty. So the only thing I'm saying is I hope you get in, I hope you get the chance, and if you don't, there's so many other opportunities to actually get a whitelist spot. If you join our Telegram channel, you will see that we have a shilling RV where you can win whitelist spots. You can join the referrals on Discord to win a whitelist spot. You can actually, do the Gleam competition to win a whitelist spot. And there's also a conspiracy contest to win a whitelist spot. Share your best conspiracy theory you know, the best conspiracy theory you have, and if you have something that dazzles us or something that we find interesting, you will also win a whitelist spot. There's so many ways. You only need to be active, and instead of being a follower, be a leader and go look for it.
I was about to state this myself. So many ways to incentivize the community to actually win a whitelist, and the fact that you guys are combining this, because definitely you guys are offering whitelists. Some may say there are so many ways. What will happen if everybody gets one? The thing is, we're so many. As I'm gonna quote you here, Agent 666. We're so many black sheeps. In the end, it's just a matter of who's gonna stand on top of each other. Um, Given the fact that there's a let's reiterate back to $40 maybe. I'm not sure how 0.06 what that means in terms of dollars, but that will be the max buy. What's remind me again, what is the hard cap? 66.6?
Exactly. But it's gonna be split over multiple launch pads. So, like we said, trust is an important aspect for us. So you will see that we will do a part of the pre-sale on Pink Sale for the people that only feel comfortable with Pink Sale. We will also do a part of the pre-sale on another launchpad called Gempad, for the people that actually like other launchpads. Actually, there's 50, 100 other launchpads, and those are the black sheeps as well. So we're not the biggest fans of doing everything on Pink Sale and on DX Sale. Let's give these other guys a chance as well. Let's help them because they actually have the same spirit as we have. They're doing it different. They're not being meta, and that's what we like. But we do respect your own concerns about connecting your wallet to other platforms, and that's why the majority of the pre-sale will be done on Pink Sale and then one or two other launch pads.
Perfect. I was about to ask if you guys are going to use multiple launch pads, but you guys covered that already. Now, since we were, and this is this was gonna be my next question. Since we're on your roadmap now, we're seeing the the side of the development. We established where you guys are right now, and we're looking forward to the whitelist pre-sale on the 3 launch pads. Um, what are, and I think this is going to cover some of the questions from the community. Sorry, you guys. What are some of your marketing launch ideas? As much, and this is probably where I should state, as much as you guys can disclose, some things will probably remain unseen until you guys are going to make them public.
Well, we have the experience, so you can expect to see what you've seen before, the things that actually matter and that actually have a good return on investment. We do have quite some budget. Everything we've done so far has cost us quite some money. But as you can see, we only did a 6.6 BNB pre-sale. Where does all that money come from? Good question. After launch, we will have some of the secret money coming in as well, and we will be using it for many things. As you can see on the roadmap, we will be having 1,000 holders as we launch, because you need 1,000 people to buy the pre-sale bag to actually fill it. Having 1,000 holders gives you a lot of opportunities to do things already. If you have any experience, you will know what I mean. The launch marketing will consist of different things. Maybe I can just go to the roadmap and show you guys something real quick that'll make it clear. Actually, it's here. You will see that we have a 10% operations wallet, and this 10% operation wallet will be for central exchanges. We've worked with multiple central exchanges already in the past, so we know how to navigate our way to get into those. But before getting to the central exchanges, of course, we want to get on the mainstream platforms because you just have to. We need to be accessible for people. I'm talking about CoinGecko, I'm talking about CoinMarketCap and the other basic ones. We will have some sort of utility because you can see that we have 10% staking tokens, which will be locked, of course. So there will be some form of you getting more return on investment while you're waiting and riding with us. And there's a 10% going to P2E, so play to earn. I can't disclose any more details about this. The only tip or hint I can give you is to check out my room. Do you like it?
Okay, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious if you guys don't see it. I'm not going to say anything else. But I kind of need to ask because you went ahead with something that I wanted to ask. Uh, how at the moment you guys are still in the incipient stage, and I can definitely understand that. How far away, if you can approximate, how far away are you guys of launching what I'm gonna take this in the order that I think they're gonna come. First, I think you're gonna launch your NFT minting phase, and eventually the P2E game and metaverse integration. Correct me if I'm wrong, if that's the order or not. But how far would you say you guys are? When should we expect to see maybe some sneak peeks of the NFTs, or when will the minting start, or how is this gonna go?
Expect nothing.
What do you mean?
A black sheep doesn't make promises. A black sheep doesn't give you everything on a golden platter. Accept nothing, and you will be surprised by a black sheep. I can tell you that maybe we already made most of the utilities and they're already ready, just sitting there for us to launch them. Or maybe there is nothing. A black sheep prefers to remain down to earth without giving too many promises, without hyping up the whole situation. If you trust this community, if you trust the people behind this project, if you trust the idea, the concept, then just go with the flow and you will see that there will be things, but we will not disclose them. But as investors, as people who have felt the fear you felt, we've all known this crypto space. There's black sheep, but there's also some fucking devils around there that rob people, that scam people, that make promises and don't deliver. We hate those people, period. Fuck them. They can go to hell. That's not us. That's not who we are. That's not what we want to do. So we will give you what you have right for. We will do the right things to make this go not to the moon, because that's not our place. We will do the right things to make this go to the hell, because the hell is the moon for us. So just put your trust in this team, and you will see that all these things that you can see and all the hints are out there on the roadmap, on the white paper, will be delivered, and they will be delivered in their appropriate time. But we are not here to make you wait for weeks, for months, for years. That is something that we do not like. We are aware that a week in BSC is an actual year, so we will take into consideration that timeline.
It's cool how you actually replied to my question with expect nothing, and the fact that in the end, again, to put things in perspective, for the community and for everybody that's listening to us, ideally, what Agent 666 said is kind of applying to every project. If they tell me, I mean, Agent, both of you guys could have said the utility is ready and it's going to be implemented, 1 month after the other or 2 weeks after the other, and so on and so forth. But you're trying. I mean, actually, you're managing to remain a complete mystery by not divulging too much. And as you said, I mean, after launch, you guys maybe have it all ready, and you're gonna implement it all at once, or 1 week after the other, or who knows, a year from now. I have no idea, and that kind of intrigues me. I don't even know how to proceed further because I wanted
Alex,
to know some of the. Yeah, yeah.
you know, expectation leads to disappointment. How many projects have we seen before promising you the moon and giving you their toilet in the end? How many things have we seen where you actually think like, okay, they are going to make something amazing, and in the end no one actually even uses these tools? So what's the point? Isn't it clear that it isn't working? That is the mainstream way, and that is how everyone else is doing it. But BlackSheep is gonna be different. I have seen, and there have been some BlackSheep projects back in the days where a project just launches and you knew of nothing, and out of the blue you can see them listed on some big ass exchange, or you can see them having some very nice utility or something super special, but they never bragged about it. And those are the charts that you can see going like this and then like that.
I'll agree with you, my man. And again, to put things in perspective, because you're right. How many projects have we seen? Let's put it this way. At the moment, I don't even know how many there were. There were over 2,000 games. I think that was probably 2 weeks ago. Active games on blockchain. Um, if I were to make a poll right now in the community, I would say I'll give $10,000 for anyone that can, on voice chat, of course, name more than 50, and you guys wouldn't be able to, because yeah, how would you? You only know the main ones, the mainstream ones, and that's it. The others, they keep promising and promising, and maybe we'll see them. As Agent 666 said, maybe some projects that you never considered will boom, but promises, and yeah, typically they lead to, let's say, disappointments, or you kind of set the bar in a way. You raise the standard, then what if you don't reach that standard? So yeah, definitely agree with you, and I love your perception on the crypto facts. It is what it is, and again, these values need to be applied on a day-to-day basis. That I agree with you upon. Let me see on my list of questions. We kind of covered, at least from my perspective, pretty much everything that was critical. Let's see. Okay, this is more of a basic one, but you guys are gonna do the three pre-sales. Will they be, one after the other, as in one day after the other, or is there another schedule for that? Assuming you do them 3 days, you will have a 24-hour period
No,
for launch.
no. They will be on the same day, same time.
Okay, so uh, each of the pre-sales will start on the same day at the same time.
Yes.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I wasn't
So
expecting
the
this.
pre-sale
Okay,
on the 12th. Yes, so the
Okay, so I got it from you, Agent 47. Although you kind of broke out. The pre-sale is on the 12th of June. Um, the pre-sales actually are on the 12th of June. What about the launch?
13 June 16.
Agent 47, I'm gonna take over. I'm sorry. I think you have some connections issues. So the launch will be on Monday the 13th, so the day after the pre-sale. Gives us 24 hours time to prepare everything we need to give you guys.
Perfect. Exactly. This I was expecting. It only makes sense to give the people some time. Um, I'm going to go ahead and ask you, Agent 666, before we jump into some of the community questions, do you think that there's something that we may have missed? I mean, I assume because we mentioned the NFTs and the play to earn game, we cannot cover more than that at this point in time. So, I mean, you let me know if you're ready for some community questions. We'll go ahead and start with that. But if there's anything that I may have missed, I apologize, and please go ahead and emphasize it for me.
Okay, so I think the most important part of everything is, as a black sheep, we're gonna give you guys what you deserve without telling you too much of the details. The only thing we want you guys to know is that it is a safe product because there is an audit, there is a KYC, and even though we're anonymous to the public, a lot of big group owners, a lot of big influencers actually know us. We have quite some surprises for you guys. Like I said earlier, let me give you a little mystery. We only did a pre-sale of 6.6 BNB, and we already have a 8-tier influencer ready to do something after launch. People that cost $30,000 that are actually included in this project. This is the only thing I'm gonna say. This is the only sneak peek I'm gonna share with you people, just to give you an idea of what we're actually planning to do and the magnitude of this project. And do know that this is not even a national and international global product with a team spread all over the world, well connected all over the world, and you will see some unique things happening all over the world as well.
Intriguing and keeping yourself as a mystery. Yeah. Several factors combined that kind of got me hyped. I'm not gonna lie. The way that you put things in perspective, you say things but you don't. You show us but you don't. Kind of pretty much makes the decision for myself. If I get a whitelist, I'm gonna ape. I need to see what's gonna happen. I need to be a part of this. And I think this is maybe one of the marketing strategies that you guys went for as the black sheep. Um, personally, what can I say? I mean, we kind of covered from my perspective everything, but I do have some quite a lot of community questions. Should we go ahead and try to answer some of them?
Yes, of course.
Awesome, perfect. While I scroll through the chat, I see someone has their hands raised, so let's give them a chance to talk. Yellow Lip, you're unmuted. Ask your question while I select some from the chat.
Okay, can you hear me?
Perfect,
Yes.
loud and clear.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. I see you guys have a great project based on your introduction, and I really love your voice. Your voice is really interesting to hear. And going to my question, we know that the market is really bad, and some projects will be, and like some investors will be scared to invest because the market is really bad. So if I get to owe your token, and I see that the market is really bad, I'll be scared that owning this token for the long term will really be hard for me because the market is really bad. Let me just hold it for the short term. So how will it benefit me that holding this token for the long term will really benefit me because we all know that holding the token for the long term will really be great for the project. So how will it benefit me that holding this token for the long term will be beneficial for me and the project? So how will it ensure me that?
Yellow, if you look at this picture of this pie chart, you can already see 3 reasons that actually answer your question. In the long term, you can see a staking budget of 10%. This will already benefit you in the long run while you're waiting for things to happen. If you look at the other 10%, this will already give you answers as to what you can expect in the long run. And what makes this so special is the fact that everyone in the pre-sale, the floor of 1,000 people, they all bought $20 approximately. They aren't gonna make a big impact if they're gonna sell. And people aren't going to greed for $40 or $60. Some of them might, but the majority won't because of the things that they will see. So even if the market goes down, if we're talking about a lot of people holding a piece of the pie which isn't the biggest piece, this alone will let this token sustain very tough and hard market conditions. But combined with the marketing that we're given and the moves that we're doing, you will see as soon as we launch that there is this long-term viability in this product.
So
Okay, that
completely, Yellow, at the beginning of this AMA, we thought something really interesting. Black sheep go left when all people are going right. You get my point. While this market is bearish, we want to launch in this bearish market because we are black sheep. We are different from the other people. We do the things in our way. That's why. Otherwise, this
okay.
bearish market will not affect us.
Okay, that's really, really great because you really showed the proof of my question, really showed me how I can get my answer. And that's really, really great. I would say that it's really, really great for me to invest, even though the market is really bad. Oh, great for the answer and thanks for the opportunity, Alex. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Thank you as well, Yellow Lip. Thanks as well for answering the question, Agent 666. Let's see. Is there any other question? Not in the voice chat for now. If you guys have one, definitely raise your hand. I have some written in the chat, and I'm gonna start reading some of them. Give me just a second so I can scroll back to the ones that I had selected. First one, and this is what I found interesting. And again, we definitely don't mean anything by it. Agent 666, we keep seeing the logo that you guys chose seems familiar with another project and with actually a couple of them. Do you think that at the moment, or maybe there's an upcoming trend within, let's say, mythical creatures, so on and so forth, like let's say worshiping communities, number 666, something like that? Do you think that this could be the next big thing, the next cycle in the space?
The only thing I can say is we're not going to be the next baby form or something. We're not going to be the next follower in the move to earn trend. If we become something, we're gonna be the first at what we do. So we're gonna become the new meta. We're gonna become the new thing. And I can already see some baby black sheeps launching afterwards or some rip-offs getting launched afterwards. But this is the original. This is the unique. This is and we are black sheep.
Definitely. Well, it only makes sense. And to be fairly honest, if you already see baby black sheeps, or black sheep with 3 E's or something like that, that means that you guys are doing the proper thing. If people are copying you, they know you have the hype, they know you have the community, and they're just trying to gain a piece of it by not being, let's say, original. Because I'm not saying baby tokens didn't have success, but to actually copy paste the token, that's a different that's a different thing entirely. So it means you guys have what it takes. That's for sure. You should take this as a compliment.
Thank you.
Definitely. I personally I wouldn't do it, but still, what do I know? I'm not a developer. Next question that I saw is, do you guys, seeing as it's actually perfect where you are right now with the split of the supply. Do you have or do you plan to add any portion to a fund of insurance? Um, Seeing that there's nothing there, is the project insured in any way? I think that the person is probably looking to know if you guys have any funds for an eventual buyback, or if the things don't go as planned and the market is not supportive.
There will always be funds left. 6% of the selling fee goes to the marketing wallet, which will be used. We are actually very experienced with reading charts, and this brings us with a very special advantage of us also being active in the trading part of the token in a very special way, which will allow us to help you guys sustain the chart and keep growing. And this is how we will do it. All the other funds that we have, the operation wallets, that's another 10% of tokens that we have that will be vested, by the way, but that's also an insurance fund if needed, because you need to give tokens to central exchanges to get listed. But there will always be liquid funds in this token. There is no fear, because we won't run out of money on this one, because this team isn't greedy. There is a 0% buy tax, and there is a 0% greed rate in the core team. All the tokens for the team members are locked for at least the first 7 days, just so you guys can see that we need nothing out of this. We're only gonna make this big if we do this together. And I see so many high potential tokens, high potential projects getting destroyed, getting wrecked to the ground because they took profits early, because they actually damaged their own token. If you have even the smallest volume, you will always have these funds to make and plan your next moves. But I can tell you that when we all did our first projects, we spent money on a stupid way. And this is what experience brings. We know the prices of the market. We know where to spend the money. We have the network. If I told you that we already planned the pre-launch marketing and we got connections for a value of over $100,000 with just doing a 6.6 BNB pre-sale, I think that should give you more than enough trust in the capabilities of managing the funds, gathering funds, and spending the funds in this project.
Definitely, it gives quite the idea. I mean, it does give the idea, and it doesn't. To respect the concept of black sheep, we know, but we don't. What you guys are gonna bring forward, the marketing. This I cannot stress this enough. This is a vast thing. The marketing on a project doesn't end, doesn't stop. If you guys stop the marketing, it means that you stop the project pretty much. Um, to put it in perspective, how many ads for Microsoft do you still see? Everybody knows who Microsoft is. I mean, they should stop. Not a chance. So this is the you know the sole task of a project. If you market yourself, you're always going to increase in sales, community value, and so on and so forth. But again, this is just me, and I know you guys probably have something big for you. Who knows? In the marketing side. Um, this is quite interesting as a question. At, I don't know if you can let's say encompass more, but I'm gonna try. At some point on your website, it says that your BlackSheep game will hypothetically merge with the mystical concept. Are there any additional details that you can give on the?
Yeah, just look in front of you on the screen I'm sharing. Those are the details that we will share with you. We did not choose this logo randomly. There is a reason why we went with this concept as well.
So basically, and again, I know it's super easy for you because you already know what's happening in the background. Ideally, we would somehow make the connection. I swear to God, I cannot. And this is what kind of what kind of brings the hype, because I'm trying to make the connection, but I mean, I have so many ideas, but I don't even know, man.
Then just expect nothing and be surprised.
In the end, that's where we are right now, my man. I'm expecting some things, but I'm not expecting anything. Let's see. I'm gonna scale the balances and see where this goes. Okay, so that out of the way, let me take a look. We kind of explained the name. Someone wanted to know why did you choose Black Sheep as a name. Um, I mean, I don't know if you want to go over that again. We kind of explained it in the beginning of the MA. If you want to go over it again, definitely go for it. If not, um, I'll make a summary.
In a nutshell, a black sheep is someone that is a bit kicked out of society, someone that's been doing everything different. A black sheep is someone that's been looked at as a loser, someone that's not going to make it in life, a third leg, someone that is not supposed to be there. That is what a black sheep is, and a black sheep is often cloaked in darkness, negative feelings, negative attitudes around him, and that's why we chose this symbol, the 666 on the token, and the picture that you can see here in front of you. And this is the whole idea of black sheep. Us, the different people, the people in crypto that are doing something while most of the mainstream people are saying crypto is dangerous, be careful. We will make it on our own way and in our own terms.
Definitely. Well, although this is quite a vast concept and discussion, we're not going to go into this right now, Agent 666. And I think you know why. The people that say crypto is a scam or don't go into crypto because you cannot make money or stuff like that. Um, yeah, those are people that are not even bothering to learn the concept. If every business, in its concept can be a scam, and I'm not talking about crypto itself. Every anything can be a scam. So yeah, I'm not going to go into that topic. Let them be. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. May it be good, may it be bad, doesn't even matter. Um, this is something that I've seen as a question, and I thought about it because you guys kind of have a max, but you don't. You set the bar, but you don't. You kind of present, but you don't. Is there a maximum in staking? Let's say I own whatever amount of black sheep I own. Can I stake at all? Will there be a maximum, a minimum? Will there be lock periods?
The only thing I will disclose is that you will have a lot of liberty, but it's not your average staking platform. It's gonna be a mix between a miner and a staker. A miner or a mining platform and a staking platform.
Okay, and again with the mystery, this is definitely not gonna end. And in the end of the AMA, because I definitely want to know if this is something. I will only assume. I haven't had the time to check entirely the Telegram group or the community. Is this the way that you guys are acting right now with us here? Mask or no mask, that doesn't even matter. Is this how you are in real life, or you're just, let's say, within your persona of the black sheep itself? I would say it's a common value, and this is actually the way that you are. You're not setting expectations so that people are not disappointed, and so on and so forth. Is this the true way that you guys are acting even in real life?
Even in the real life, we are doing the things in silence. Let people be happy with that when it's live, you know.
We're never the persons to stand in front. Many of us are company owners, many of us are people of some great wealth, but you will not know them. You might know the company, but you might not know that they are behind it. You might see them doing things in the crypto space, but you will not know that they are behind it. So yeah, this is how we are in real life. If you would look me up on social media, you would not find me because my name is written in a secret anagram that has almost nothing to do with my name, because we are people who find privacy important, because as long as you are on the background, you can move freely. As soon as you are on the forefront, life gets a whole different perspective. And the black sheep, we prefer remaining on the background, remaining anonymous. That being said, the reason we are anonymous is for that reason alone. But the people that we know, the people that we appreciate, they know us. They know who we are. They know where to find us. It is no secret where I live. It is no secret who I am to a lot of people in this space. because I've built a trust with them, I've built a bond with them. I've heard their stories, they've heard mine, and this is something that can happen over time. But this, what we're doing now, is showing you that we're not the leaders of Black Sheep. We're just setting a foundation for everyone to go and lead Black Sheep itself. We are not here to get this token to a few billion market caps and then release our identities and say, we made this token. Even if it would go to a trillion market cap, we would still remain on the background and not even show our faces or link it directly to our names. And if we go back to Satoshi Nakamoto when Bitcoin was founded, he was one of the purest Black Sheeps around us because he never even bothered to show his or her identity.
That's exactly what I know. In the end, even at this point in time, nobody actually knows who the founder. I mean, okay, you know his name, but that doesn't actually tell you much. You don't even know if that person is truly who he said he is or not. And we're talking about Bitcoin, the coin that's actually dictating the market. So you, Agent 666 or Chaitan, you guys could say you're Bill Gates and I don't know, Wozniak, whatever names. We wouldn't know if you guys are who you say you are. And in the end, let's face it, that does it make a difference? If you guys know, maybe I'm Satoshi Nakamoto and I invented the Bitcoin, or maybe I'm CZ from Binance, or does that make any difference for you guys? I don't think so.
It does not. And if I can take a minute of your time or add 30 seconds, I would like to play a video as I think timing is perfect for this. Is that okay?
Definitely, please go ahead.
You don't know me. All my life I had to fight. No one believed in me. So I had to believe in myself. To all of you, I only have one thing to say. I'm not like you, because I'm not you, and I am just warming up.
There we go.
Definitely. I give you that, Agent 66. The timing was impeccable.
Thank
What can I
you.
say? First of all, and I'm gonna make this my ending statement for DMA, and then I'm gonna give you guys the floor. First of all, as I've said, for me personally, it doesn't make a difference if you guys say you are. I don't care about your identities. I just care about what you guys are gonna bring to the market. So far, although I know so much, but actually I don't know anything. Um, I'm kind of hyped on the project. I will be a part of it. That's 100%. Um, it, I'm not afraid of. First of all, I'm not saying you guys are gonna rug or you're not gonna rug, because I mean I'm not the one to judge. I've said it before. I was 100% confident that the project will rug, and it didn't, and I was vice versa. I was sure that it wouldn't, and it did. So that's not actually the point of conversation. I'm gonna be a part of this either way, because you guys have a unique way of doing things. You kind of pulled me from what does Black Sheep even stand for to I want to see. I actually want to be a part of this and see where this goes. I don't know if I speak for the community or not. I always stress this towards everybody. Do your own research. I don't care about research in this case. I just want to be a part of it and see where it goes. If it goes to 100 billion, it goes. If it dies, it dies. I don't even care. That's probably, and you guys should know this by now. If you don't, that's the power of the marketing that you guys created. You're telling me to buy, but at the same time, you're telling me not to. You're you know directly towards. So that you can get me if you believe me. Show you the wallet. I'm gonna own the coins. uh, on the
Expect
other hand, I'm
nothing.
not show you anything.
Alex, you know the story of the Antichrist?
More or less, yes.
The only guarantee that I can give you is a 2 billion market cap. the Antichrist will dox himself.
Again. You guys are as I've said, my man, and after this, I promise I'm gonna give you the floor. The way in which you embody and encompass the moral values within a crypto project is amazing. You have a unique way of doing things. Uh, and I'm going to state this towards the community. I don't care what you guys do. All the respect, I'm going to be a part of this and see where it goes. So definitely kudos, congratulate you already for the project and for the way that you brought it forward. I'm going to give you the floor now to make the ending statement, and then we will wrap up, or we won't. It remains to be seen.
Awesome. We are open to answer any questions. We do, however, have 8 minutes left, and then we have to go to prepare 7 minutes by now. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot them. We will answer everything as vaguely as we can without giving you guys too much information. The floor is yours.
So far, I think I took care of everything from the chat. I'm gonna do a double check. No hands raised in the voice chat. So personally, I think we're good.
Awesome.
Okay, one question that I see from Marty, and this is gonna probably be the end of it. Any partnership announcements?
We have a partnership with everyone. BlackSheep is everyone. But yes, to answer your question, since it's the last question, we have quite some very big partnerships, yes. Or maybe we don't. Just buy the pre-sale or the private sale. The private is closed, that's not even possible. Get in the pre-sale or get in at launch if you don't get a whitelist spot, and take the risk. Don't be like the rest.
Well, there you go. I didn't actually want to ask that question because I kind of figured that we wouldn't know, or would we? But still, that kind of concludes all the questions from the chat. I think we covered pretty much everything. I'll state this again. So I give you guys the time to prepare for the next one. Thanks, and I speak for the community. Thanks for taking the time to present everything to us, to share as much as you guys could. Personally, I respect the way that you guys are doing things. I'm already a fan, so as I've said, I'm gonna be a part of this. Let's see where it goes. Should it be big? Should it not be big? It's gonna be big in 6 months, in 6 weeks, in 6 days. Who knows? Remains to be seen. Definitely, you guys can give me your closing statements right now if you want, or no, and then we'll wrap up.
Do the things in your way. Be a black sheep, guys.
What did you say, Shaitan?
Do your things in your own way. Be a black sheep.
Exactly. Follow your own path. Don't live life the way people ask you to live it. Don't say you have to get a house, you have to get a child, you have to marry. Don't say that you have to work for a boss. If you want to do something, just go for it. You will find happiness, you will find wealth, and you will find everything else you need in life by following your own heart and following your own path. And I can tell you stories about how I got bullied when I was young, how I got beaten up, how I was told that I would be a no one, how my first partner's mother told me, "Why are you with that person? He has no motivation whatsoever in life." But I can also tell you how I kept doing my own thing and how I later on employed the people that used to bully me, how I became the boss of the people that used to bully me, how I became wealthy while I was very much poor when I grew up. And these are all the things, all the lessons we will bring and integrate into these tokens for you guys. It will be a place where you can express yourselves, and if it isn't in words, you will be able to express yourselves in NFTs. There will be so much things, so many things that we can do together. So just be there, don't miss out, and just follow your own path and your own heart. Thank you guys for your time and attention, and we hope to see you soon.
Definitely. Thanks as well. I'm gonna say this again. I will be a part of this. Be a black sheep. Don't be a black sheep. Be your own master. Be your own boss. It's definitely up to you guys. Thanks to everybody who joined us tonight for the MA. Thanks to the black sheep team. To you two. I know there was another one here with us. I think it was. I don't even know who is
Agent
on camera right
47.
now. There you go. Perfect. Agent 47 was with us. There you go. Perfect. So thank you to all of the team, not only you three guys, to the entire team. Thanks for taking the time to be here with us and present the project. It was engaging. Hope to see you guys out there. Wishing you the best from Phoenix. And yeah, good evening, good night, everybody. Thanks a lot.